Good morning, afternoon, and evening from wherever you are watching from. Welcome to Belinda's Country Living. Today, I am doing something simple, quick. I don't know if it's quick or not because I'm going to be doing these pork chops in the crock pot. Today's a busy day for me. I have a doctor's appointment. My grandson has a dental appointment. So hopefully when we get back, the meal will be done. And then all I have to do is finish up with mashed potatoes and whatever else I decide to fix for dinner. So I've got a packet of pork chops. Well, they're kind of medium cut. Got these on sale, $5. And so I'm going to sear these on both sides, and then I will stick them in the crock pot. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I've got about maybe, I don't know, just a little bit of oil in the pan. And I'm just going to sear these for just a few minutes on each side. It will lock in some of the juiciness, the moisture in the pork chops. I'm going to do some salt and pepper. That's what we're doing here. You don't want to cook these till they're done. You just want to lightly brown both sides of these pork chops. I don't know about you all, but it seems like no matter what skillet I get, and this skillet is only, I don't know, a couple months old, and I've only had it a few months. It's a teeth-out skillet, but it just seems like they warp like in the center, and then all the oil and everything in your skillet wants to spread out. So this is what we're looking for. That. So that one's good to turn. And that one. Move this over here. And when these are ready, I will transfer them into my crock pot. Yesterday I made a blackberry cobbler, and oh my goodness, it was so good. My grandsons, they're not crazy about blackberry cobbler, but they do like peach cobbler. Now I think the middle one's ready. Yep, that's ready. Like I said, by searing this, then you get all this, the oil that you put in, it gets good and seasoned by the pork chops. And we'll use that also. We'll put that in the crock pot. That one didn't get too brown, not brown enough. And I'm going to be cooking these on high in the crock pot because they're not very thick. And by the time we all get back from our appointments today, These should be done. Good and tender pork chops smothered in gravy. So I think this is, yeah, my little dog, she likes to get on the cat. I usually don't have cats in the house, but I know I've said it a few times. I got the cat for my sister, and she's old. Bless her heart. She's lost so much weight. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. And now I'm going to transfer this over into my crock pot. I'm just laying them in the bottom of the crock pot. And I did spray the crock pot with some Pam. That helps it not to stick. Just layer that. So. Now I'm just going to take this leftover grease or oil, you could see, and I'm just going to layer that all over them pork chops. Bring you over here and let you see what I'm doing. So see, I've got them layered in the crock pot. Now I'm going to, right there, I'm going to add a packet of the Lipton Recipe Secret Onion Soup. And I'm just going to sprinkle just a bit. I'm not going to use the whole packet. Like I said, these aren't going to cook. Maybe 4 hours on high. Now I'm going to sprinkle some flour on top because I want some good thick gravy. Now that was 2 serving spoons, not a tablespoon, serving spoon. And I'm just going to sprinkle that. So there was 3 of them. And to that, we are going to add 1 carton of beef broth, and that is 32 ounces. We're just going to pour that in there and cover these chops. And that flour is going to thicken. And the reason why I only used a half a packet of that Lipton soup is because, you know, it's got a lot of sodium in it. Very salty. And so does this. It can be a little on the salty side. So that's why I didn't use all of the onion soup packet. Now I'm just going to cover it. And we are good to go. And I've got it on high. That's going to go for about 4 hours. When I get back and it's done, I will show you the finished product. Okay, y'all, I am back. It's been right at around 3.5 hours for these pork chops. So we're going to take a look at these. Yeah, we've been gone because part of the day today. And we got back and my grandson, he peeled the potatoes. First time he's ever peeled potatoes. So I'll put that little clip of video I did of him doing them potatoes right after we get this all organized. Hope y'all can see this. They're very tender. They're falling apart. Look at that. Now, the gravy is a little bit thinner than I like. So what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add a little bit of water and a couple of teaspoons of cornstarch to thicken this gravy up. I also want to give this a taste and make sure I don't need to put some more seasoning in this. And that is hot, my friend. Like I said, that Lipton onion soup, it has a lot of sodium in it. So that is really perfect. I don't need to add anything else to this except for a thickening agent, which is going to be cornstarch. And cornstarch, what it will do, it will thicken up very quickly. I got some cold water here in this glass. That's all I did. I put a couple of, I'd say teaspoons, because that's a tablespoon. And mix it up real well. And then we're just going to pour that in here. There we go. I'm going to give that a stir around. I still have this on high. And the reason why I want this to thicken up more, because we're going to have mashed potatoes. And that's all we're having tonight is mashed potatoes, pork chops, gravy, and then we'll have some mixed fruit. You know, they didn't want anything else. I asked them if they wanted corn or mixed vegetables or green beans. No. Dylan, his mouth is still a little sore from going to the dentist. So, soon as my potatoes get done, hang in there with me. I'm going to show you how to have creamy mashed potatoes. If you've ever had mashed potatoes and they come out really, really gooey, like a glue, or they lump up on you, I'm going to show you how to prevent that. Okay, so the potatoes are ready to drain. They are done. We are just going to run them through a little strainer here. And I'll put them back in the pan. We are going to add some butter. I don't know. I'd say about 3 tablespoons. I love butter, but I'll tell you, the cost of butter and eggs these days, wow, you could just forget it. Try to back off on how much you use. Little bit of salt, some pepper, And then we're going to mix this up. It's going to make noise. I'm just going to stir these up just a bit. Now, I'm going to add some milk. Now, the trick to not having gluey potatoes is you want to add warm milk. Now, I put this milk in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Always use warm milk when you're adding to hot potatoes. I may not use all of that. We'll see. And just give that a good mix. See that? Nothing is going to be sticky gooey here. And look at that. Perfect. And I may go ahead and add some more butter. I got a little bit left in that butter dish. I need to wash it. I always wash after I empty them. And I'm going to give this a taste test. People, that's good. I'm going to plate this up. I'll be right back with you. So my grandson Dylan is learning how to peel potatoes with the potato peeler. I think a lot of, he's left-handed, so... But he's learning. Get your kids in the kitchen. Teach them the basic life skills. Of course, they do teach that in school, but it's not, I mean, you might have maybe a couple of classes or something like that of its sort, but... So yeah, we're having smothered pork chops and some mashed potatoes this evening. And some sort of vegetable, or we may even have some of them wide noodles. I don't know. I'm going to catch him asleep. And I'm going to cut that hair off. I want you to look at that, people. You can't see his face. At least he can pull his hair back. But what do I know? Just sharing with you. Oops. He's got a mess to clean up. Even there on the floor. It's everywhere.
Okay. I know.
Just thought I'd share with you. But he's a big help. That's all that matters. But you make a mess.
Clean it up.
Exactly. Okay, I have plated up our pork chops smothered in gravy, creamy mashed potatoes, and they are ready to taste. We also got some fruit cocktail. So let's look at this. Look how tender. They just fall apart. And what I'll do, if there's any leftovers, we'll make like maybe a pork manhattan just like you would a beef Manhattan. And that's what I'll do with the leftovers, if there's any leftovers, which I doubt it, but. And I could also make some potato patties. So let's give this a taste. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I wish y'all could have a bite. Look at that. My. So delicious. As my youngest grandson, about 2 years ago, he told me, he said, "Mama, that is really succulent." And I said, "Oh my goodness, where did you learn that at?" And he said, "School." I'm telling y'all, this is just delicious. And I'm so glad I put this in the crock pot. Crock pots are great for when you've got a busy day or working mothers. Just plan your meal out and do it before you go to work. And I'll tell you what, I gotta show you. My phone stand here, it broke on me, so it's going in the trash. It broke on me, believe it or not, and my phone ended up in a plate of food, believe it or not. It broke. This here, the leg, it broke. It's done. It's seen its days. So I did get I ordered a new one on, I believe it was TikTok. So that's what I have for you today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and giving me the thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. And again, I like to say, after I swallow this, yeah, that YouTube gives us credit for the amount of time that you view the video. Any of the videos, it's like called a click-through rate. They like for you to watch at least 30 seconds of the video in order for us to get credit. What little bit we earn from the ads that are being promoted to on the videos. So, like I said, small YouTube channels, we don't get rich. So, and I have to do a video on that to show you, you know, what I did get from January, February, and March. I'll do a video on that for y'all. You know, I'm not bragging or anything like that. Nothing to brag about. I enjoy doing these videos. I'm still a little nervous. And I've been doing this since January of 22. And I still get nervous, and I don't know why, but I enjoy it. I've met a lot of great people here on YouTube. So, anyway, until the next time, thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed that little clip of my grandson. It turned out a little dark, but anyway, just watch that. So, till the next time, and as always, be kind in your words. We don't need any negativity going on in any of the comments. Till the next time. Bye-bye.